contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 219 pounds, Johnny Nitro. St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine. Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine. You gotta pay mine. They're trying so hard to follow, but no one can. Inside you're all so hollow, you understand. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine while you're burning inside my life.
Welcome to all our North American fans from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside.
I'm telling you something, Cole. These Canadian fans are just as pumped as the fans in the U.S. This is going to be a great show.
You're absolutely right, Taz. There's no doubt in my mind that the SmackDown superstars are going to give Toronto the show of a lifetime.
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
He slipped out of that one. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way he ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here. He saw that one coming.
I'll tell you what, right now, on the record, you look at a guy like Johnny Nitro, you might be looking at the future of SmackDown right in front of you.
Could you gush any more about Nitro, Taz? He's got talent, but he's also got a long way to go before he lives up to that kind of fight. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. He dodged that bullet. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. Oh my, he's taking his opponent for a very uncomfortable ride here.
Yeah, he's like one of those two cowboys in that movie that you like so much. What the heck was that called? I can't remember. career so far, Paul, but he better be careful that he don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that. He anticipates. He wasted no time going for that pin. Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure.
Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Paul.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner, right?
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. It could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
I love hearing it.
Go! Wow! What an arcade! The adrenaline is... This is what they say!
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself for a bit. Here's the pin!
Here's your winner, Randy Orton. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from the bottomless pit, the Boogeyman. Weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine. You gotta pay my life. They tried so hard to follow, but no one can. Inside you're all so hollow, you understand. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine while you're burning inside my life.
It's home to SmackDown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. And you know what? I've always wanted to say this. Houston, we got a problem. Actually, we don't have a problem because SmackDown's in town.
You've got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down.
Wow, great reversal. special, Cole. I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton had a pretty impressive career so far, Cole, but he better be careful that he don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that, Taz.
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's...
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
You know, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Paul, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
He's got his opponent right where he wants him, and here comes the fist.
And you've got to think that these are going to take their toll here in this. Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. Nice quick counter.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I don't know, Cole. Oh, man, here he comes.
RKO! RKO! There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their mind.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton and John Bradshaw Wakefield.
Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from New York City, weighing in at 297 pounds, JBL. St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine. Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine.
Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
No doubt, Cole. Tonight, the Rose City's gonna get its face rocked, and I can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands. Oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton had a pretty impressive career so far, Cole, but he better be careful that they don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that, Taz. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Here's the reversal, Cole.
What a reversal! JBL has every advantage. Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No doubt, Cole. If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
Here he comes.
And there's the pin.
You almost got the three right there, Cole. Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole. That's exactly, you know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see
he's going up, and what goes up must come down. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
I like JBL's style, Cole. He sets a goal for himself. He tells you exactly what he's going to. Oh, man, this is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you got to just go for it. Here's the pin. This could be it. Man, you just can't put anything over.
Boy, you talk about a physical match.
Yeah, no kidding, Cole. Whoa! Clothesline from hell.
The champ is down and won't be getting up.
I knew JBL was up to something.
Give me a break. No one did.
Hey there, pal. You feeling okay? Well, I feel like I'm done kissing your ass. I've been doing it for 2 months now, and I'm sick of it. Now I'm going home from Survivor Series with the World Heavyweight Championship around my waist. And there's not a thing on God's green earth that you can do about it.
I don't believe it. He had us all fooled. I really thought JBL had changed his ways.
It's that darn time, Cole. JBL can't control himself when he's around.
It's a shame to admit it, but I guess we should have known that a decent JBL was too good to be true.
JBL might not be a saint, but he just proved one thing for sure. He's smart, he's resourceful, and let's face it, he's a better actor than anyone gave him credit for.
I have to agree with you, partner, and as much as I can't condone his methods, I have to give him credit for effectively putting himself into the SmackDown main event here at Survivor Series. tonight, Taz. I can't imagine what it will take to keep JBL down for a count of 10 to win this last man standing title match.
It's not going to get any easier either, Cole, I'm telling you. But nothing's easy when you're the champ. You just got to go in there and stick with the skills that won him that title.
And I'd add that he's going to be hard-pressed to stay focused. Yes, the World Heavyweight title is at stake, but this rivalry has gone beyond personal in recent weeks. It'll be all the champion can do to concentrate on the task at hand in this potentially brutal matchup.
Nice reversal. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate.
Please, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Not.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
There's nowhere to go once you're back into that turmoil.
Yeah, not when your opponent's dishing out the punches like this.
What a counter that was.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you got to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole, and that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot at.
Orton's never backed down from a fight, Taz. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he never seems unprepared for it. What a reversal! This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Tell you what, one mistake and wouldn't see that fire go out pronto. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. I wonder how JBL is going to try to cheat his way to victory here tonight, Taz.
You're out of line, Cole. And you probably don't want to slander a guy who's got as many lawyers as JBL's got either.
It's not slander if it's true, Taz. And if JBL wants to make an issue of it, I'm sure I can come up with plenty of evidence to support what I said.
That barricade sure ain't doing its job tonight.
It sure is. These fans are getting more of a show than they bargained for.
I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton had a pretty impressive career so far, Cole, but he better be careful that he don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that, Taz. I haven't seen any indication that Orton's going to stop impressing
He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner. Taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
JBL style.
I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he used it for, and that's all that really matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here weekend and weekend.
It's over. It's finally over. The champion has successfully defended his World Heavyweight title in one of the most brutal last man standing matches I think we've ever witnessed.
That was off the hook for sure. I can't believe either one of them is standing after that.
Nonetheless, I can't help but feel as if some wrongs were righted here tonight. JBL has finally been put in his place. The champion has retained his title here at Survivor Series.
And if this match was any indication, it's going to take a man